Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Please let us know that you can hear us clearly and you can see our screen.
Yes. Hey,
All
Natasha.
our internet has been glitchy all day, so if we come in and out, immediately just put in the chat box, hey, you're breaking up. If you lose us, we're doing a workaround. What we put together is a Facebook group just for webinars. So what I want everybody to do right now, you can either click the link that we just sent you over the GoToMeeting chat, or you can go to facebook.com/groups/master alliance. And when you go there, we'll approve you to come inside the group. This is where we're going to be answering questions. This is where we're going to be. Sorry, that's money calling. This is where we're going to be asking questions, have interaction going on, and everybody can put their concerns and feedback
and their 2 cents. Look at all those people joining right now as we speak.
There's
I love it.
109 people on the webinar right now, and we need to have 109 people inside of this Facebook group before we get started. So let's pull up. Let's just keep this open like this so we can jump back and forward. Everybody can see the slide clearly and everything, right? Without any
slideshow. We'll go back to it after.
It just means you have to always jump out.
That's fine.
Okay, so let's rock and roll here, ladies and gents, children of ladies. So tonight we're going to be discussing the duplication the duplication secret your upline doesn't want you to know. And it's been put on by the Master Alliance. Hopefully we'll have another few people come out tonight. But you never know. People are busy. Building. Now, but before we get into it, just to let you know, so you know, that the stuff we're going to be going over here right now, it works. It totally really works. How do we know? Because some of you may have seen, we just joined a new company a few weeks ago. In our first week, we personally referred 58 people, which is not bad. That's not bad. In the first, this is actually in the first 7 days. That was 258. Now, 5 weeks in, it's 980. So 58 people has jumped to 980. Those commissions are now up to about 38 something, which is cool. That's awesome. But more importantly, this number down here, which we'll get to, this number now is like 100 and it's actually like 130 people sponsor 3 or more and make over 600 their first weekend or first couple of weeks in. This number now is 26 people qualified for a BMW, and this is what we're really excited about, and that's what tonight's all about, is the fact that not only are we making money, but we have lots of girls and guys making awesome money right away. So your success story is next. Now, before we jump in to the next slide here, because that's something that we're talking about duplication. We're not just talking about what you can.
Uh-oh.
Can you guys still hear us and see us? Yes, you can. Okay, sorry. Facebook glitched out for us. So, in here, guys, just post if what we just showed you excites you about the future. So if you're in our team, obviously you're going to post, but if you're not in our team and you're taking a look at what's going on in our team, just let us know by a yes or a like if those what we just went over excites you. Jennifer cannot see slides. Everybody else can. Come out and back in. Come out and come back in so you're able to see. Everybody's like, yes, we love it. We are very excited.
And guys, that really got us excited because I'm going to tell you a little story. And I think it was just before Christmas when Toby and I really were struggling with the concept of network marketing. You know, we had been told since we got into the industry, you know, you go to work, you work hard for, you know, 3, 4, 5 years, you invest your time into a company, and then you know, you'll create this lifestyle, this walk away residual income. Now, we didn't see that happening. We saw, you know, yeah, we can sponsor a lot of people, but if no one in our team can duplicate that, then what good is it? We've just basically created a job. So we were really considering, you know, does this network marketing thing really work? Yeah, we can drive expensive cars, but no one in our team is driving a car. Does this work? Yeah, we're getting a check, but no one else in our team even has a comma in their check. Does this work? And we were almost on the verge of quitting. I remember Toby and I sitting out to lunch talking about the future of our business. Do you remember that conversation that we had at Warmington's? Mm-hmm. We were having a conversation about the future of our business, and if we wanted to seriously be all in with network marketing, if we truly believed that it worked. And, you know, we were at a crossroads. We really were at a crossroads. But when we looked at this big green machine, when we started to uncover what it really takes to make network marketing work, to make that duplication happen, you know, luckily we stuck it out. Luckily we found, you know, and I definitely say it was fate. I definitely say, you know, it happened at a moment when we really questioned the industry. And now when I look at this slide, it's like, okay, there is no doubt in my mind that we are making a dramatic impact in lots of people's lives. We're definitely changing people's lives.
So what we're teaching tonight works, and you can see that. Now, this might sound strange, but congratulations. Congratulations on one of the most important decisions you've made in your life. We know it doesn't seem much, but showing up on this webinar was one move that we believe, and we truly believe, will change the course of your future for the better. And we truly mean it. We want you to understand how fortunate you are, and we wanted you to understand that when you hear the sound of our voices right now, there's hundreds of thousands of people who want to be where you're at right now. We see and every single day hear stories of people that want to be in the position that you are in right now, listening to what's coming out of our mouths.
And the amount of people that are going to hear this recording play over and over and over again for weeks and months down the line. The fact that you're here in person, live in the flesh, you get to ask us questions right in that Facebook group. How awesome is that?
Now, what we're going to be teaching tonight, we've seen more success stories than we've ever seen in anything before. I actually just had a conversation with so-called online network marketing guru who puts on a pretty famous event in the industry, and basically said that we were too busy doing real network marketing to even think about going to this specific event, which is really the taste of what you're going to be getting access to tonight, guys. You're going to get the real nitty-gritty of the 6, 7, 8, 9-figure earners in the industry, rather than info marketers in sheep's clothing, which is basically what's happening.
And it's tempting, right? You know, to think that you could just write an ebook and put it on Amazon, and then all of a sudden your dream life will come into fruition. Well, yeah, that's how they market it. That's how these internet marketers make, you know, all this money. But in honesty, Cameron's still not in.
Cameron's still not in. I can't believe it. If Cameron asked him to come in again, and then someone else help him out. Now, guys, are you ready for the same kind of change to happen in your business? Because I don't know if everybody on here doesn't know Layla and I's story. For 2.5 years, we've been in the industry. We've been doing it online. We've been doing multiple 6 figures online for about 1.5 years. So 1.5 years. But we were doing it from flash in the pan. So this is my frying pan. Maybe some eggs in it. Flash in the pan money.
Bacon.
Flash in the pan money. Meaning 1 month you would make 60 or 20 or 50, and then the next month it would be 2 or 3 or 4. Now, a lot of you may be saying, well, I'll be fine with 2, 3, or 4. But you can't build a sustainable business and lifestyle and family off of the flash in the pan money, which comes when you're only building your network marketing business on the internet, guys. So the exact same change that happened in our business to go from, in our previous company, personally referring over 300 people and the duplication being almost zero, probably like 3 or 4%, to coming into Visalis, the big green machine, and personally referring around 60 and having that grow to almost 1,000 in the first couple of weeks. The duplication is absolutely incredible. Now, the reason that you're here right now is because you're looking for a genuine, honest way to make extra income from home and have it duplicate into the time freedom provider you've been searching for years. Now, let's briefly just jump over to the Facebook group, and right here where I post, right here, what's your why? I want everybody in 1 word, in 3 words, in a sentence, to just post why you're doing this business, why you're doing this industry, because you'll find that if you're not really fine-tuned with why you're doing this industry, you're probably not getting the results that you truly want to get right now.
And if you're keeping your why bottled up inside of you and you haven't told anyone about it, you haven't put it out into the universe, you haven't shared it with anyone, then really it doesn't have the power that it does when you speak it, when you proclaim it, when you cut that camera on and you cut a video that almost makes, tears roll down your face because you are so passionate about succeeding in your business.
You guys can still see us, right? Sorry, I'm worried right now. No. Just put a yes in if you guys can still see us and hear us. Sorry about this. Can you guys just put in the chat, lost audio?
Is it back?
Sound went off. Can you hear us now?
You're back.
Sorry about this, guys, but what can you do? We roll with the punches. So
crazy internet.
Okay, so just let's read some of these stuff here, guys, because if you're not in fine tune with it, you're really not gonna know where you want to be going in the first place. Because every time
like I said, maybe you didn't hear it because it got cut off. The fact of actually proclaiming it, the fact of actually speaking it out there, posting it on a Facebook comment, cutting a video about it that brings you to tears and putting that out there on Facebook. This kind of stuff, it may seem small, it may seem insignificant, but it will drive you to achieve things that you never thought possible. So let's hear some of people's whys.
Freedom to help more people, total and complete freedom from my buddies, to create a dream life for myself, financial and time freedom, fire my boss,
kids,
get rid of the alarm clock, time freedom. Because every time I walk into my workplace, I get sick to my stomach.
Oh no.
Well, that's not good. To achieve my goals by helping others achieve their goals, ending financial tyranny. So basically the same kind of concept, right? Better way of life, time freedom, longevity. This is going to be
my mom, somebody said.
This is going to be a punch in the gut for some people. The internet solely will not provide that. The internet will not provide that if you're only using the internet. That might be a tough pill to swallow for a lot of people, but again, we're going to give you the truth. Layla and I are giving you the behind the scenes, which you don't normally hear, because all these snake oil salesmen want to sell you information products on how to build a network marketing team online, but yet they aren't the ones who are building a downline, or maybe never even built a successful team in the first place. It's pretty shocking. And I know a lot of people just went, huh?
What? You're not going to teach us how to do it on the internet? You're not using the internet just to build your business?
No, guys, because we want it duplicatable. We want it duplicatable.
And that's where we've made the critical mistake that we're going to share with you guys tonight for the last 2 years. That's why in our last company, we sponsored personally over 310 people, and no one had commas in their paycheck. So you don't want that to happen to your downline, do you?
No, not
You
at all.
want your team to be making money. You want your team to be driving cars, right?
Absolutely. I just put in here, who wants to know the truth? Let us know if you want to know the truth, because whoever doesn't want to know the truth, whoever just wants to
push a button,
stay trying to do the internet and going in and out, buying these products and all the rest of it, then feel free, let us know that. We want to know these things. But considering what we just saw from everybody's why was time freedom, longevity, better way of life. Helping or doing network marketing the right way is what provides that. The flash in the pan success that's not duplicatable, that hurts. 1 month you're up, next month you're not, is not how you're going to get there. Guys, if you could do us a favor too, when you come into the group, make sure you're adding people. I changed it so anybody could add them, so we don't have to keep jumping back, refreshing. Everybody can add them and so on. So everybody wants the truth, and we know why we're here tonight. You don't want another job, and that's what Layla just touched on briefly, where you are just out there sponsoring the world, having no duplication, and you end up becoming a telemarketer, basically, or an online, or like one of those people that just sell from the phone all day.
You think about it, and there's these internet gurus like JB and all these guys out there, but you think about JB, he has to launch a new product every 3 to 6 months just to sustain the cost of his business.
Every 60 to 90 days, they have to do a new launch. So they have to reinvent the business model, reinvent the product.
Do a new product, create a new funnel, do all the marketing. It's
Which
crazy.
is fine if you want to be an internet marketer. But if you want to be a network marketer, you cannot solely build your business from the internet. Don't worry, you definitely use the internet.
Oh yeah.
But you have to do it in certain ways, and that's what we're going to be getting into tonight. So do you want to know why your business isn't duplicating? We know that everybody wants to know why their business isn't duplicating. Because you've got to ask backwards. Isn't that hilarious? I love it. That's actually pin the tail on the donkey for anybody's like, ouch. What is he doing right now? So what are you doing in your business right now? Well, in your business right now, it probably looks like this. You're probably anti-phone. You don't want to pick up the phone. You've heard our good friend, Dagan Smith, talk about how you can make blah, 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 how many checks in the mail and da-da-da, all without calling leads, right? Well, I hate to say it, guys, but if you're afraid of the phone and not picking it up, you should not be in network marketing. Everybody in the beginning sucks on the phone.
Everybody sucks
on the phone, but you just learn to go past it. What you're probably doing in your network marketing business right now is trying to hit the easy button, right? And Layla and I are guilty of this too. We apologize that we've been promoting this way for so long because we thought that's how you do it.
Because we watched the internet gurus and that's what they did.
That's exactly what they did.
They promoted this super easy click of a button. Anybody can make a gazillion bucks with just one system. And, we were newbies. We were fresh. I was just going to say fresh off the boat, but that is not applicable.
Yeah, we were fresh off the boat.
We were.
Somewhere.
From the basement of a bar, didn't have a clue on how to do it. So, we definitely apologize. And a lot of you guys got our apology email that went out saying, we're sorry that we have been...
Sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
There's that Canadian accent again.
So if your day-to-day business and network marketing looks like avoiding the phone like the plague, coming online and just doing online and looking for that easy button, it's safe to say that is why your business isn't duplicating. Or this is what you should be doing first. You see, guys, because once you have a duplicating offline team, you can come online and your online results will just skyrocket through the roof because you already have money coming in, a duplicating team, and you're not relying and desperate solely on the internet. Does that make sense to everybody? Post on the Facebook group that makes sense to you, please.
Do you guys understand why you're doing it ass backwards, though? You understand why by avoiding your warm market, by avoiding going out into the field, by avoiding going into the local market, you are actually, prohibiting your growth online, as developing as an online leader, getting a presence online. If you were to simply reverse your thinking into, I've got to create success first. I've got to build my own leadership, my own team, and then bring that to the internet, guys. The learning curve is like
So what you should be doing first, before you jump online, is following the leadership and system that your upline has in place. Now, if you're in a company and a team that doesn't have this, then you need to change company. Even though you may love the product, love the owners, whatever it is, if you don't have the leadership and the system that's working in place, you need to change companies. Don't operate about what you want. Don't operate from a place of what you want. Operate with what's good selling in the marketplace that's going to make you money, to give you that time freedom and that life that provide you with that why and the goals of what we just spoke on. In your day-to-day routine, if you're not on the phone 20, 30 times a day, then guess what? You're not making money in network marketing. Guys, if you truly, truly hate the phone and cannot get over it, you're not going to make any money in network marketing. I don't care who you are. Go to internet marketing if that's what you want to do, but just know, just like so many people out there, every 30, 60, 90 days, you're going to have to retransform your business and come out with a new business. There's no consistency. If you're not partying like it's 1999 and doing it successfully, then you need to change, find new leadership, find new company, find a new system that's doing it, because this is how network marketing teams are built. Now, obviously, you can use some different strategies on the internet to excel that at the same time. Oh, look, the little chat thing is going too. That's awesome. Cool. And that's really what we're teaching our team, and that's why you saw those results. Lawrence Tam's online. That's what I'm talking about. We're pulling you out, buddy. That's for sure. And that combining all these things together is how you're definitely going to get the best results from your business.
And guys, we're guilty of it too. Coming into a new company, we wanted to create these crazy new systems and put super duper uber training sites together and teach everybody everything. And we've done that. We've been there and done that. And honestly, it doesn't work. We're telling you guys this from our own experience.
Mm-hmm. Now, you may be saying to yourself, I've done that and it didn't work. I picked up the phone.
I called my friends and family. I
called my friends and family.
I did a party.
I did all those things and it didn't work.
That's why I'm here.
The reason it didn't work the first time is because of these common denominators. The communication skills that you have or had weren't in the right place that they needed to be in order to make it work. That's not your fault. That's not your fault whatsoever. That's why we're so driving home. You have to have a system and a team and leadership in place so they can get on the phone with you for the first few calls. You can hear how it's done. You can hear how things are saying, and then you're able to duplicate it, because then once you know and you've heard it, you see that it works. If you don't do it, then it's just something that's going on in your head. Something that also might have been in place that was failing was the offer. So the offer that you made to your contacts maybe wasn't strong enough. Maybe it didn't attract them.
Maybe it wasn't presented in the right way.
And then the energy in which your offer was offered to them. If there was a breakdown in this chain, then let me get my conveyor belt. The system that's in place that takes someone from the initial exposure to see the close. That worked out well, eh? If there's a breakdown in one of these components along the chain, you're not going to get to this close, which is really the sale to move forward, because of one of these little aspects. Is this making sense to everybody? So it's not your fault. It just means that you were maybe in a company that the timing wasn't right, the communication wasn't there, the leadership wasn't there,
The offer
the system
wasn't right.
wasn't there, and the offer wasn't right for the timing for your contacts.
And that's the thing, is that you probably haven't been taught. You probably haven't had the right training on how to actually communicate to people. You know, I've heard it so many times. People I've talked to, actually, the very first company that Toby and I ever worked with, and we'll go back a couple years here. It's a big purple company, big purple juice company. It rhymes with Bonnevie. So we were in this company, and one of the leaders that brought us into the company said something that always stuck with me. And he said, you know, the worst thing that you can do is to go to your friends and family and just puke purple on them. And I was telling this to Paige Briggs today. She says, you know, I'm so excited. I am so jacked up about what's going on. She's like, sometimes I think I'm freaking people out. And I said, I told her this story of, you know, not puking purple. And, you know, whether it's purple, whether it's green, whatever you're puking, don't puke on people. And that's something that people don't get trained on properly when they first get into the industry. So then they burn through their warm market. They're convinced that the traditional methods don't work. And they look to the internet for that push button, easy button.
Mm-hmm. That basically just summed it up right there. So this is what's happening in your business right now, and this what was happening in our business. Now, guys, we are the perfect people to train on this because we've spent the last 2 years doing exactly what we shouldn't, but doing what we were told, and having the mediocre success where we know a lot of people on the line are not having the success at all online or in their network marketing business. So we're giving you the behind the curtains look. So I hope you guys are appreciating this, because we're really excited to bring you this information, because we know what's in store, and the rest of this presentation and beyond has the potential to honestly change your life.
Yeah, and most people would not train on this. So you guys are definitely among the elite here.
So this is what is basically happening. You want to go over this, babe?
Yeah, so this is you, and you bring in your brand new rep.
Woohoo, you got one.
You got one. They're excited. They're, you know, this is exactly what would happen in our business. So let's use Toby and I as an example. So we would sponsor a new rep. They'd come through, you know, a capture page or a lead, and we close them, and they're in the business. They are in. Now, what you guys see in front of you, this curvy line, we're going to go over this in a couple slides down, but this is the learning curve, the internet marketing learning curve. Now, that's actually a little bit generous there, because 1 year, after 1 year, it typically takes the average person to come into internet marketing at least a year to start making profits. At least a year. So really, they're actually in the negatives for the first year, because they're paying for, you know, systems, they're paying for websites, they're paying for autoresponders, they're paying for tools, they're paying for SEO tools, they're paying for hosting, they're paying for everything, but they're not making any money. So typically, what happens in the average internet marketer is right around that 90-day mark, right around there, they take the red path and they quit. They quit.
I quit. They haven't made any money. They
Have spent
bought in
money.
from, say, 200 to 1,000 into your company. Now they've been spending on average $20 to $50 a month on internet tools. Then they're spending between $50 and $200 a month on auto ship.
Then they're investing at least 10 to 30 hours a week going through trainings, learning internet marketing, and all this time they haven't talked to anyone.
That's the sweat running down their bills.
So maybe
they're looking at the
okay, so maybe if they make it past the 1 year and they start to see results, then they end up at this awesome place where they finally can start sponsoring new reps. But guess what happens? These new reps start all the way back here.
All the way back right here.
So these new reps are going through the exact same system where majority of them will quit after 90 days, after spending all this money and not making a penny, An odd few will make it past the year. An odd few, like a lower than 1%, will go and sponsor more people.
And guess what? They're going to come right back down, start it all over again.
So what's happening to you? Well, guess what? You're playing the waiting game. You're waiting for people to learn how to blog. You're waiting for people to build up their brand. You're waiting for people to find the time to actually invest in learning internet marketing. But you're not getting paid.
Nope.
Unless, of course, you're selling them some fancy schmancy info products and making some extra cash on the side. But really, they buy it once, and that's it.
You're reading my mail.
All right, I'm glad that you guys are getting some aha moments here, because this was a really huge shift for us. And as you can see in that banner along the top of that group, we have some seriously powerful internet marketers. And when we sat down 2 weeks ago in a private mastermind hotel room, we hashed this out. We said, what can we do? You know, we have people that want to do it on the internet. We have people that don't want to do it on the internet. How can we make this duplicate? And guys, guess what? We figured it out. We figured it out. Awesome.
Hey, Norma.
Stadium lights up in here now. Yeah, Franco.
Hey, Norma. Nice to see you on here, hon. That's awesome. We'll chat after the webinar. So awesome that people are really, really grasping this. And
all right.
It was a tough pill to swallow for us too, guys. It really was. So what did we do? It wasn't overnight, because we learned, and we kind of resisted. But then when we put it into place, we went from being the so-called quote guru online that's sponsoring people that's going through this crap cycle right here, to this leaders that promote a simple system where there's no learning curve, where we can sponsor and have our team sponsor, and then they go out and sponsor. So they're hitting rising star, regional directors, and all the rest of it. And they're duplicating and then coming off of here and coming off of here. So how do we do it, babe? Is there really a secret sauce to it?
The secret sauce.
Is there a secret sauce?
Well, before we share the secret sauce and the secret magic formula for duplication, I want to actually take you guys on our real path on this curvy, crappy curve.
Can you guys see and hear is okay? Someone just put in there. Sorry, someone just put. They couldn't see his or hears.
Yes, they can hear. So this is Toby and I, and let's just say Toby and I are that blue new rep there up at the top. So we started brand new. Yes, we started brand new, and this is what most people don't know about our learning curve, is the fact, you know, most people see the end result. They see that we were up on stage getting big giant checks. They saw us driving a Mercedes Benz. They saw us, you know, winning these prizes and going on vacations. But what they didn't see was the year, or it took us about 6 months, so we were a little bit ahead of the curve. But the 6 months up to that point where we made $0. Zero. Where we invested at least 18 hours a day. 18 hours a day. When we worked out the math over the weekend with Tam and Kelly Williams, we were figuring out that we were working for less than minimum wage for the first year in our internet marketing career. We were basically sweatshop workers, you know, and we didn't have any results, and we couldn't get people to duplicate it. Finally, when we did get results, still couldn't get duplication. So when we try and complicate everything with all these incredible systems and push button software, really what we're doing is shooting ourselves in the foot for this ultimate system, which is right down there at the bottom. The ultimate.
So the secret sauce, guys, is having a simple system where there's no learning curve. You take all of the thinking out of the new person. But in order to do that, you must have the right offer. You must have the right communications, the right tools in place in order to get there. Because if you don't, then you're just going to end up with the exact same result that you had before. Now, this is a little... did you do this, or did you find this from online?
Yeah, I did that.
You made that?
So this is just to demonstrate to you guys the learning curve of, people expect it fast. And that's how it's marketed by all of these internet marketing gurus that say, yeah, I can show you how to sponsor 56 people in 30 days. In the next 30 days, you can make $5,000 by copy and pasting and all this crap. Absolute garbage. You are not going to make money in internet marketing before 6 months. Before 6 months. You're not. Unless...
Normally it's between here.
Unless you change it around. Unless you don't do it ass backwards and you actually go out there and build a duplicating downline, a duplicating team first, and then you bring that success to the internet. Guys, that's going to put you right at that 1 year mark, and you're going to fast track everything else. So before you try and figure out the internet, you've got to figure out network marketing. If you're serious about building a duplicating downline, you've got to figure out the industry before you start bringing in the internet. Welcome, everybody. Glad you guys are in the group. So you want to go to the next slide?
For sure. And guys, another reason that someone put this up on Facebook today, and it just grabbed me so hard, that a major reason why people fail in network marketing is because they're so trapped in their day-to-day living in that zone that we hate called the comfort zone, where they stay in the comfort zone because they're scared. They stay in their comfort zone because they're tired. They feel like they had such a long day that they don't want to do anything else, and it brings them into depression. They're fine to stay in the average. They see everybody around them say, that could never happen for me. They're settling for what they have, saying, no, that's too good to be true, I couldn't do it. They're stuck in the what ifs. They're just in survival mode. They're not thinking about taking risks to reap rewards. They're just in the 90% of the population.
Like that's pretty much everybody.
98% of the population of the world just wants that, or not wants it, but is okay to stay in that mediocre life because they feel comfortable in here. Now, how many people in here, be honest, in this Facebook group, would say in some point in their life they didn't go after the girl or the guy, or they didn't ask for the discount on the car?
They didn't ask for the raise at their job that they deserved.
They didn't ask for the raise in the job that they deserved. They didn't speak to the one important person that could have changed their life because they didn't want to get out of their comfort zone.
Actually, I remember one of the jobs that I used to work was marketing and sales. And I was doing like $1 million in sales a month for this company over the phone with a certain customer base. And I was pretty much fed up with being paid what I was being paid. And Toby will attest to this, I'm not the type of person that likes to have any confrontation. I don't
unless it's with me.
Unless it's with him. I don't like to, say, okay, you should pay me more. That's kind of just something that's totally outside of my comfort zone. But I forced myself out of my comfort zone, and I got a $3 raise. But now you look back at it, and you're like, oh my gosh, a $3 raise. The job mentality that we've left behind long ago. But just an example of, some of the things that we think we could never do, and then we do them. All because of your belief.
And living in the outside of your comfort zone by embracing that excitement, embracing that financial freedom, embracing that everything amazing in life comes when you're outside of it. It gives you this freedom to maneuver in such a way that anything is possible. My dad said it the other week, he was like, he hasn't felt this way since I was born. That he has this new rejuvenation and this passion, this belief that he will be financially free again, and he has the confidence, and rather than saying what if I can, it's not what if I can, it's I can. The sky is the limit. And if you feel that right now, yeah, congratulations to you, because you are well on your way to mental wealth and physical wealth in your life, because you're embracing the fear and having it as excitement to move forward.
But if you don't feel it right now, if you honestly, you feel like you're stuck in that comfort zone, I want you to think, how can I change? And Toby and I are all about giving you guys action steps, because yeah, it's okay to say step out of your comfort zone, make sure you're not in your comfort zone, go outside of your comfort zone, but how the heck do you actually make yourself do it? You know you should, but how do you make yourself? Well, what you need to do is you need to associate more pain with being inside that big circle called the comfort zone. You need to associate more pain to what will happen if you stay there than to the fear that is inside of you that's holding you back from actually going in there. So you've got to associate, see that comfort zone right there in the middle, that's got to be painful for you. So when you feel yourself going into your comfort zone and doing something because it's comfortable, doing something because, you're tired or you're scared, that's pain. And when you can associate enough pain to the thing that you want to eliminate from your life, you will do it. But right now, you're associating the most pain with that fear.
Mm-hmm.
You're associating the most pain with that, what if I can't? And that's what's controlling you. Not all that awesome stuff on the outside of that circle that you really, truly need to be focusing on. So just some action steps, guys. What would happen if you stayed in your comfort zone? What happens if you live a depressed, tired, mediocre life? What happens for your kids? What happens for your family?
It's crap.
Crap.
It's like 98% of the population. That's why we're seeing all this terrible stuff going on. Well, I know everybody just got some huge light bulbs from that. I know that Facebook page is blowing up right now. I see people saying, wow, mind-blowing, this is gold. And we are so glad that you are enjoying it. What do you need for your business to duplicate? Well, you need passion. You need passion in your products. You need passion in your system. You need passion in your message. You need passion in your belief. You need all of these components inside passion. So every single day, when you pick up the phone, when you have your challenge party, when you go out and talk to people, when you're out and about filling up the gas or whatever, that passion is what that person remembers. That excitement is what that person remembers. Because when we're out doing our day-to-day stuff and we're prospecting, like we're getting people's name and numbers, we're getting their emails.
Because we do that.
They don't remember that we're network marketers because we don't say that. They don't remember that we're in Visalis because we don't say that. All they know and see is our passion and excitement for life, which is contagious. So if you don't have this in your company, in your business right now, in your system, your leadership, you need to change it so you get it.
And we were at a point where we didn't have the passion, you know? We had felt it just sizzle out. Because as I told you guys, we were questioning the industry, whether it really worked, whether we could really help people change their lives. But now that we've seen it happen, we've seen this incredible duplication happen, we know it's possible. So we live with that passion for the industry every single day.
Mm-hmm. You also, for your business to be duplicatable, it has to be brain dead simple. Just like Layla showed in that last slide, you cannot have a new person come in and then 90 to 1 year later, they get what you're teaching and then they can go out and sponsor. No, they need to come in the same day, know exactly what they need to do, and have an offer so strong and the tools and communication set up that they can go out and sponsor and so on and so forth.
Like the true test is, can your mother build your business? If you sponsored your mom today, would she be able to plug into the system and see results in her first week? Well, I can tell you guys, we've worked with a couple different companies in the last one.
Sorry, that you just triggered something in my brain from that brain dead simple of an image that you just put up when we got home, right here. Can your mom come and do your business?
Absolutely. There's my mom with her first ever network marketing check.
Love it.
She's never really even, been supportive of what we do. She always wanted me to go to university and be a doctor. So when I married a tattooed guy that lived in the basement of the bar, she wasn't too pleased. But now she's seeing the power of what we're doing here and holding her first check. So that's the true test, guys, is whether your mom could plug into the system and get a check. Is that possible? Ask yourself honestly with what you got in place. Now, like I was saying, in our last company, it was a technology company. There was a lot of learning. There was a lot of technological products, and people just didn't get it quickly. They had to sit there and go through webinars to learn how to use it, learn how to set it up. No way. My mom was not doing that.
In order for your business to duplicate, it has to have the same message, same message, same message, same message. Meaning from the person who joins way up north in Canada
That's Canada?
I don't know what the hell that was. Has the same message as that person that joins all the way down south in Florida. It's the exact same message.
From the top of the company?
All the way to
the bottom of the company.
Everybody's using the same language. Everybody knows the same ABCs. It's not this team over here have their way, this team over here have their way, this team over here have their way.
We have seen that destroy companies. And we're seeing it happen right now, actually. Different teams want different systems, and they start fighting about whose way is better, and people want to join their team. Guys, you've got to have the same message.
Which means team-wide tools. So the person that joins, like we were saying, way up north, gets the same tools that person joins way down south. And because the offer is something that people actually want to hear, and there's a presentation and tools and stuff in place, that because it's the same message, this person can go out, get their 3, and go out, and so on and so forth. And there's the same message the whole time. There's passion and belief in the system because it's simple and everybody can do it. It's mom and grandma approved. So all these components, and you'll see that these components were structured in such a way that one of the most sound structures known to man is the pyramid.
Can you guys still hear us? Give us a yes in the chat box. I'm just a little bit concerned. Of course we're recording this, Natalie.
Yes, everybody can hear us. Awesome, awesome. And we still have everybody on the line.
That's awesome.
An hour into it. And even though the first 20 minutes were...
babbling?
Yeah, us babbling on.
And forcing people to do things that they maybe didn't want to do.
So, here in the group, what's your biggest takeaway so far? So fast? So fart. So, right here, what's your biggest takeaway? So, babe, what's your biggest takeaway? You're a really fast typer. You start them off. What's your...
my biggest takeaway, well, this entire learning process has been a takeaway, but actually seeing the learning curve drawn out. When I actually drew that learning curve out and I actually saw, I visually, took it into my brain of what was happening and what had been happening in our business from the past. It was like a slap in the face, honestly. It was a slap in the face of, no wonder we were not duplicating. No wonder, our team wasn't duplicating and people were getting in Mercedes all the time. Now we have over 24 people in BMWs, and it's freaking awesome.
Thomas! Nice to have you on the line, my friend. What I want to do right now while people are posting their biggest takeaway, so post your biggest... what was that song? Post your biggest takeaway here. What I want to do right now, since we're talking about takeaways, and there's some really, really high-end, top-notch marketers here, guys. that I want you to hear from right now before we jump into the next part of the training. Franco, I'm going to unmute you, buddy, and I just want you to come in and share just a little bit about what's been going on and the transition that you've seen in your business and where, in the past months or years, you've seen the internet and what it's been doing to network marketing and stuff. So if you're not in a good place to speak, if there's craziness going on, we're about to hear it anyway, but who cares? We love to keep it real. Franco, and if anybody doesn't know this guy, he's an incredible marketer, really, really awesome dude. And we're so proud and really privileged to have him on here tonight. Franco, you are unmuted, my friend. Can you hear us?
Well, the question is...
I can hear you great, guys. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yeah, we can hear you, buddy.
Awesome. I love it. Guys, I'm ear to ear right now. I'm like ear to ear. It's about time that we have this type of training out here. Because it's so true. I mean, it's so true. I've been in the industry for so long. I never made really a lot of money until I learned the simplification kind of law and to keep things real simple. And the whole internet thing has been such a journey because, like you guys, I came in from real network marketing training, and I came to the internet, and I kind of went through the learning curve slowly, though, 9 years without making a dime, and then the internet started getting a little faster, we started getting autoresponders, and it started working. But from day one, I saw it wasn't duplicating. And so for the past, 7 years, 8 years, we've been here trying to simplify the internet training. And every time we got it simplified, the darn thing gets more complicated. And it's absolutely amazing because that wave of complication is created on purpose because it pays a lot of guru mortgages. And I kind of saw that. I saw that. It was self-defeating. The minute, a couple of us simplification marketers, I guess you would call us, try to wrap it into a simple package that our team can just get to work and keep it simple and duplicate, then all of a sudden and I'm sure you guys have full inboxes of these emails. Oh, have you seen so-and-so's new tool on how to get a bazillion leads on Craig's Washaboo list, .com, whatever. And every day it was just something new and a new launch and a new launch and a new launch, and everybody wants to be where? The first one in the first beta, pre-launch, beta phase launch. And it was absolutely decimating any kind of network marketing company I was trying to build. So for a while there, you got to feed your family. I stopped. I was out of network marketing. It was just affiliate tools. It was things that they were going to buy anyway that can help them if they learned how to use it. It was direct sales things. We met, and crossed paths in a couple of the same companies when we're addicted, we're trying to make network marketing work for the masses all the time. So we met up with each other in a couple of the same companies. But very quickly, we all saw what was happening, and there's really no answer to the monster until just by grace, man, we all got together and said, this has got to stop. And it's all about timing and everything you guys are covering. And the product, the message, the training, the tools, everything is there. There is no, my team is better than your team. Join me and I'm going to give you this super duper video recorded webinar that nobody else has, and a boatload of stuff I sold 10 years ago. You're going to get it for free. There's none of that here. It's like just get in, get on the cake mix, get this white powder in your system, get healthier, get thin, get happy, get positive, and spin it, baby. Let's go. And that makes the internet easy because now you've got a stable, solid rock foundation that anyone can do. Find your one, find your two. You have a little competition. We have the holding tanks. It's brilliant. It's genius. We help our teammates. And as they're rising up, rising stars, they can add little internet stuff to it. But it's so easy now. It's not controlling you. You're the master. You're slapping this thing around going, hey, you're going to do this for me. I already know where I'm going. I need you to do this. And so Facebook becomes, it's like who's wagging the dog. You're walking the dog now. Before, Facebook is dragging you up and down the internet to the gurus. You're not going to make money that way.
What a strong
It's about time to be on the
analogy.
right side of the cash register and let it sing.
I love it.
So I'm just happy, guys. I'm fired up.
And dude, we appreciate you so much. Your leadership. It's just really, really awesome and heartwarming to see all of these, top leaders who have been, making really good money from the internet, from info products and all the rest of it, but not seeing the duplication of what truly builds the team, what builds what we all dream of, the long-lasting 10, 15, 20-year network marketing downline. And I'm so glad that we got that. The analogy you just said there on recording, because everybody and their mother needs to hear that, because that is just the way it is. I'm going to go ahead and mute you if I can find you. Thanks for jumping on, buddy. But basically, guys, it's the truth. That's exactly what the truth is right there, because right now you're operating from this place of desperation. You're operating from this place of, I don't know if I really can do it. The internet, like you said,
the
is
internet's
controlling.
like a saving grace that you think is just going to come out and save you. And when you put that much pressure on making something work, you're just sentencing it to failure.
For sure.
And the one thing, everyone's like, well, you guys are all over Facebook. But we had a really interesting discussion with one of our teammates, contractors who just signed up in the business, got into our team, and he's a contractor. He swings a hammer. He's like, I don't even know how to turn up my computer on. Internet marketing is totally foreign to me, and I wouldn't be comfortable with it at all. But then he's like, but do you have Facebook? So it's like, okay, Facebook to the average person that couldn't even comprehend internet marketing is not the internet. So we've discovered some pretty incredible strategies for Facebook to keep things simple. Because you can't deny that Facebook is in your face every second, but you don't want to overcomplicate it by getting people to spend all their time on Facebook and not getting out there in the real world.
So if you're wondering, what is if you haven't seen what everybody's partnered up in, right now we're going to jump into a presentation for everybody that is open to taking a look. That's what we want to do. We want to ask you a question. Are you open to taking a look at a company, a system, and a team that have figured it out? We have figured it out, guys. We have figured out. Well, actually, we didn't figure it out. It was already, we didn't figure it out. We're not the issue. Visalis has obviously figured it out, put the system together, and that's why people are making an obscene amount of money. And just like I just took a screenshot. Let me see if I can pull it up again because it was so genius. Right on cue. Anne-Marie Bell. I've never made money before doing online or offline marketing, but she has with Visalis. She loves it.